Hey YouTube, this is KingCobraJFS with another video. Yep, Three Musketeers are pretty fucking awesome candy bars. It's the 40 I was drinking. It's got about that much left. Drinking some Budweiser. Good stuff. I'm telling you, man, if they made Three Musketeers flavored beer, it's awesome shit. Maybe when I become a famous musician, I can get my own beer started, dude. Some endorsement deal or some shit. I got a bunch of ideas like that, man. And with the fan base I potentially have to grow, I can make some decent profit for the companies that are sponsoring me. But that's all in good time, of course. At the moment, the fifth album's been released for a couple weeks or so it's been out for like a month now. Not sure how it's doing, but you know, it's bound to catch up eventually with me, my career. And when it does, it's going to be quite nice. I'm most definitely confident that it will do well. And if the fifth album doesn't give me my success, the sixth one will. And I'll keep going until my music takes off. And when it does take off, I'll still continue to make music because it's a dream of mine I've had for quite some time. I'd like to get my driver's license and get a car. I've had my eye on a couple of cars. They're pretty sweet looking. I shit you not, I found a 1950 Studebaker for sale. It's pretty fucking badass. It's all black. There's got a spare engine in the trunk because the one is kind of shitty, but 2,300, you know, and some trailer and some gas money and whatnot. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's a pretty sweet looking car. You know, I probably put the new engine in it and put some green flames on it and put my CD player and speakers and all that shit in into it. Be a pretty awesome car. I need to get my driver's license though before I can get it. And I don't condone drinking and driving. It's not smart, especially after you know, it's probably my first car in a long ass time. It's like, where are you gonna get $2,300? I don't fucking know. I really don't. But at the moment, I'm making the best of a otherwise mediocre life, huh? Cheers, YouTube. Can you imagine if they made Guinness in the size? You'd be fucked up. I'm already fucked up. Don't take much to fuck me up. I really don't. It's one of the perks of being me. The thing of it is I'm 22, so I am of legal age to enjoy an alcoholic beverage. Now, I didn't consume this all in one video, just over the course of the night here, the early morning, so yeah. Chocolate is amazing candy. In fact, I had an amazing dog one time named Chocolate. Best behaved dog in the world, dude. Well, anyway, when I was younger, we got this new dog who'd like to jump up on the bed, lay next to you when you're sleeping, adorable as can be, right? And I'm sleeping, and I feel that motion. You know, when dogs do that, they jump on top of the bed and they lay next to you, that kind of motion. So I'm thinking it's the new dog. I'm like, you know, go over to pet him, and there wasn't a dog there. Instead, there was this warm mass of energy, and it was in the shape of a dog, but a much bigger dog. And I said, is this Chocolate? And the ball of energy, the mass of energy that was in the shape of a dog, got warmer. You know, when you pet a dog like that. I woke up, and I'm sitting there, and I'm petting this huge-ass massive energy, and it's just like flaming hot when I said asked if it was Chocolate. And that was pretty overwhelming. So they pet it like it's a dog, and it's not. So that could be the ghost of, you know, one of my former pets. And I've had several encounters like that in my life that were just one of those things. My first holy shit moment when I was a kid, I was going to church for Easter, and considering my beliefs now, I don't look any differently at it because it was one of those things, you know. And I got down and I prayed, and I said, I want to see Jesus Christ walk in through the door, and it happened. I was a young kid, I wasn't on anything, just straight up, walking the door down the aisle to the left, disappeared. Full on red sash and shit. 10-second rule. There's just certain things you don't let go to waste, and chocolate's one of them. Now, some of you might say that as God showing himself to you, my son, you need to convert to Christianity. Fuck that. Okay, my more plausible explanation for that would be that there's a lot of churchgoers in there, so the energy around in the room is church and Jesus and all that, so it could have been something like that. I honestly don't know how to explain it, but when literally you walked into the room, turned to the left, disappeared. I turned to my grandma and said, I just saw Jesus, and she kind of looked at me like, oh, little kid shit, you know, whatever. But, yeah. Now, a more plausible explanation would be it's the belief system that we have in our minds. If you believe in it hard enough, it becomes a reality. Plain and simple. And Christianity is a good example of that. Well, any religion for that matter. It's the principle of the belief system, and each religion has some sort of God. Not all of them do. There's some that don't have that God system, but majority, for the most part, it's something to believe in, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I'm a little fucked up, but I'm not completely wasted. But yeah, if they made chocolate flavored cigarettes, oh my god, that'd be amazing. You got the taste of the three musketeers in my mouth, followed by the Camel 99 100. It fucking tastes amazing. And apparently Marlboro came out with a new cigarette called Marlboro Edge. So, I'll have to buy me a pack and do a review for YouTube for sure. Because the last couple of new flavors Marlboro's been coming out with have been pretty good. No complaints here. I was like trying them. But usually it's Marlboro or Camels. Like right now my carton of choice is the Camel 99 100s. I buy like one carton of cigarettes and make it last 2 weeks. And that's that. I used to buy them by the pack, but the guy was such a pain in the ass, especially if like you're in a situation where you just want to go home and relax after a long day. You want to sit through and do this whole this other shit. It just makes things so much more smoothly. This is what I don't like about certain religions and certain people in certain religions is that they find out that you're a Wiccan or a Luciferian and they immediately stick their nose up at you like Satanist, like they're all the same. That's such ignorant bullshit. And it's hypocritical in the extreme considering that, what do you believe in? You know, it's all just spiritual finding, really. Best way to explain it. But I've had several people tell me that I need Jesus in my life, and I just want to say go fuck yourself to them, because that kind of crap is like, you know what? There's an exception, which I go to church, you know what I'm saying? My grandparents, is a respect thing, you know, it's a family thing. You don't say anything you're not negative about. It's a very positive experience. It's not a negative thing whatsoever. But you get the assholes who throw it in your face. Those people I can't stand. Plain and simple. You know, I got nothing wrong with Christians or Catholics. You know, I've been to church where it's my negative experience, and that was going to church with my real mom and her second husband at the time, and that was not very pleasant. But then I go to church with my stepmom and her parents and shit, and it's a very positive experience. There's no negativity. It's just, you know, it's a nice, pleasant experience, and there's nothing wrong with it. So my views on church are mixed. But for the most part, I choose to follow my own path and my own religion because it's just more convenient. People think you're crazy for it, but I think religion got started. Some guy had a brilliant idea and get together with some, you know. You look at every religion, basically, you know, there's a similarity between them as far as out there goes, you know. For example, Christianity talks about the burning bush. You know, this guy saw a bush on fire and started talking to him about God. And there's a lot of random crazy shit like that in religion. It really is just a matter of what feels most comfortable to you. There's some people who said they've had near-death experiences, gone to heaven, seen the other side, come back to life to tell about it, and all this other shit. And I personally believe that it's the way they were raised. If they're raised in a very Christian and or a Catholic family, then their minds are already set to believe that. Plain and simple. I just think it's a bit hypocritical for these extremist Christians and Catholics to go throwing their beliefs in our face, and as soon as we don't believe a word they say, they get all pissy, butthurt, and defensive about it. It's ridiculous. Especially when they're like Republican right-wing Christians. Oh God, those are the best, man. I'll tell you what. Those are the kind of people that are fun to piss off because they go off on their little hissy fit about how you need to go to hell. You need to go to hell if you don't repent for your sins. It's like, what sins have I committed? Now, when I was in Job Corps at the time, I did go to Bible study. It wasn't to become a Christian or Catholic. It was to gain a more open-minded opinion, hear their side of the story before I go off just saying they all suck and they're all annoying. And I was talking to the pastor, and he was talking about a family who had, whose daughter was a vegetable, basically, and they were praying real hard that she gets better. What if she didn't get better? What if she died? And this is why I question Christianity and the whole God complex as a whole. And that's, well, someone prays to you for forgiveness, for redemption, for whatever, and he pulls that shit. And their excuse is, well, God works in mysterious ways. Okay. Personally, if I was following some massive cult of a cross or whatever you want to call it, you think, your faith is strong. You think, this loving God would say, hey, you're healed. And then the Christians would turn around and say, well, God can't heal everybody, but I thought God loves all his children. Well, that's the case. Maybe it's tough love. But seriously. There's going to be some times where Christians are in a tough spot, and they're probably going to be praying to God to make their life better, and they're seeing buttholes like Justin Bieber making it a success, making a mockery of their religion by thanking God for his success. Complete bullshit. And it's probably going to make them question their faith. I don't see anything wrong with asking questions. I really don't. Now, some videos like these on YouTube, there's going to be people who disagree with me who think you're just an offensive asshole. And you're a closed-minded dick sucker. Have a good night. When it comes to religion, I'm more of a free thinker. I'll take both sides into account before I make my own decision, and I made my decision. And I don't see a problem with it. But to those who do see a problem with it, they're the ones who are closed-minded. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Well, anyway, this is KingCobraJFS with another video, and thanks for watching, and see y'all later.